Hello there, what is up? Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and we're doing another live stream because why the heck not? Let's talk Mandalorian spoilers tonight, chapter 19, right? 19? Let's do a little late night spoiler discussion because today's episode there was a lot. It was a long one. It was a very, very long episode. And really, I just wanted to check in with the night crew and say, hey, what's up? Let's hang out. Let's see how y'all are feeling about today's episode. Heads up, I did put it on anyone can comment mode. Normally for our watch parties, I'll do subscriber only. Keeps it chill. For right now, I've got it set to anybody. So it could get a little wild. We'll see. As long as people are chill and don't keep asking me what my favorite is, which happens every time. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Don't make me regret it. Let's see here. Mel's sitting there making cowls. Nice. No, I'm packing for it. You guys are going again this weekend, huh? That's right. Or is it this weekend? This weekend, right? Yeah, this weekend. Let's see. Oh, look, my Stream Elements bot is running. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Brent's dropping in just to say hello, but can't stay long. Well, good to see you. Glad you showed up. Let's see. Yeah, might get a droid. Oh, Jerry. What's your favorite Roosevelt? I don't even know. You know, hate to admit it, but I haven't even worn every single one that I have. There's like a couple. Not a lot. There's a couple that I've yet to wear even. But they always surprise me. They always, like, every time I'm like, I would never wear that. Like, I'll look at it and I'll see it and be like, there's no way I could pull that off. And then I'll wear it and put it on and be like, oh, I like it. You know what? I like it. We head out Friday morning. Okay. All right. Yeah, gonna have a whole weekend. That's awesome. Jelly. Hella jelly. Let's see here. The cowls are legit. The cowls are, I was like, I've got one here somewhere. So it says in the closet somewhere. All right. How are we feeling? Fire in your thoughts about last night's episode. I'm going to pull it up and scrub through. I was gonna try and get screenshots, but I just didn't have time. But I did just freshly watch it. I watched it about an hour ago. Again. For the fourth time. No, fifth time. Look, I like the show, okay? All right, what do we got here? Draco, we got another episode of Mandalorian today, besides the one that dropped. Wait, what? What do you mean, Draco? You've lost me. Cody, I think today's episode was good, but in the end, when they hooked Dr. Pershing to the mind flare, yeah. What's up with that? Do we think he comes back from that? She turned it up. She turned it up quite a few notches. You know? Did he lose all of his cloning know-how? Did they wipe his brain? What creeped me out so much about that scene was the music. The music and the way the Mon Calamari was just like, oh no, it's fine. This is a different machine. We're in the New Republic now. And it's like, yeah, no, that's the same machine. That's the same thing. It's like, it's an experimental treatment. You'll feel fine. Just see some colors. And it's like, They did a really good job of making that whole scene really creepy. What's with her? Yeah, who is she working for? Is she still working for Gideon? We know Gideon comes back. I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed by Filoni and Favreau. Gideon's not gone, or even Giancarlo Esposito. We know he's coming back. He's not gone forever. He will be back. So is he still... You know, even in this episode, they were talking about rumors. They were like, we heard he got hooked up to a mind flayer. It's like, no. Or someone was like, oh, I heard he like fled the tribunal or whatever. There's rumors. And I think that was very purposeful. The way they showed them just spreading rumors with no confirmation about where he is. It was well done because it gets us guessing, oh, wait, well, which one's true? Are any of them true? Does anybody know where he is? And then we see her doing this stuff, setting up Dr. Pershing, wiping his brain afterwards. Oh, boy. Like, it's... You think he's going to be a vegetable? Oh, but, okay. But then what happens... I don't know. I feel like he still needs to do more. Unless, I don't know. I have so many questions about the whole Dr. Pershing thing. Ronan saying, really dug the Dr. Pershing and Elia Kane journey. Din and Bo adventures at the beginning, and it was a nice little, like, Mando sandwich, right? I liked that in the beginning, at the end. Yeah, it was so good. I think he got what he deserved, getting the Mind Flayer for hurting Baby Yoda. You know what? All right. All right. I see you. I see you. Cody, you think he might die? You think? I don't think he's going to die. I don't think he's going to die. Did anyone else have a Princess Bride moment? Is that Princess Bride moment? I've just drained 1 year of your life. Yeah. Yeah, going back to Coruscant was cool. And it felt very Andor to me. It felt very Andor. There's a lot of, like, Andor vibes. Julie, yes, I think his mind is erased, but why would she want him to forget everything? Because he knows what she did. And he knows what she was capable of, I think is what it is. I think because he knew how bad she was and some of the horrible atrocities she personally committed. But that doesn't fully track. Like, yes, that makes sense to me. That, like, yes, she wants him gone because he specifically has seen the horrible stuff she's done. But it also seems like she's working for someone else. So I don't know. I don't know. Or did they erase his will to make him a puppet of the Empire? Well, a puppet of the New Republic, almost, right? I mean, maybe I get what you're saying, puppet of the Empire, yeah. But I don't know. I really don't know what that device is going to end up doing to him. And I don't think we're going to find out next week. They're going to, like, push into another story next week, and then we'll be like, what? Give me more on that, and then they'll come back to it later. I think that's the right way to do it. You know, bounce around a little bit. Why didn't they let him talk? Very Empire. And see, that's what was the creepy part. Not only the music, but how, as you put it, Empire-ish the New Republic was. And that's something we keep seeing in Star Wars. Star Wars keeps doing this thing of, like, you know, maybe the rebels who were always been the good guys, sometimes they go to a very drastic means to their end. So, like, we've always seen them as, like, oh no, they're the heroes. It's like, yeah, but their hands are still dirty. And no matter which side you're on, everybody's kind of in the wrong still. And this is showing that again with the New Republic being like, well, they're not as good. Even though we saw all the amnesty program people being like, no, this is way better than the Empire. Is it? And to, like, how much better is it? I don't know. It gave me so many. It was just really cool to see that it's not black and white, and that they're tackling these subtleties in this show. They're not. It's not. There's layers and there's depth to this. Like, for being a silly sci-fi show about a gunslinger and his little alien baby, there's depth. There are layers of depth to the show, and it's really well done. It's so good. I love it. I mean, you can just enjoy it on that surface level, and that's fine. But there's a lot more going on here. She has to be an inside agent working to get closer so she can free Gideon. I think so too, Iced. I think so. Also, I've never seen you in our chat before, so welcome. Welcome. Good to see you here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Cody, I was digging into the Wikipedia, and it seems like he could, but you really never know, though. I'm not sure what that's specifically regarding. She protected their secret of what Moff was doing. That's why she did it. So you think she's still with Moff? Julie's saying, yes, very Andor, especially the work center. Yeah, major Andor vibes this round. He knew all the cloning secrets and what they're trying to clone. He did, but also don't they need his knowledge to go further? Right? Or was that she was just like, no, get me the lab equipment. We'll go from here. We can work without you. I don't know. So who's the convert, Bo Katan or the Doctor? That's the real question, Dahi. That is the real question. I mean, it's both. It's both. And I think that's why we got... Well, for sure, it's, I guess, Pershing now, totally, with his brain flayed. But I think we're still up in the air about Bo Katan. I think we're still up in the air. She didn't seem to make a whole decision. It ended of them saying, as long as you don't take your helmet off, you're one of us. And then everyone's just like patting her on the shoulder, being like, yeah, no, it's cool, welcome. It was very nice. But, like, we see her look over to the mythosaur skull on the wall. And we know what she knows. And Din doesn't know that there was a mythosaur down there, but she does. And I think opportunistic Bo-Katan is going to be like, hey, I can grab the Darksaber and tame this mythosaur all in one go. And all of these people are going to follow me, and I'll finally have my birthright. I think that's Bo Katan's angle. So I don't think she's fully converted yet, to answer your question. I think in this episode, it was the Doctor. You think she's part of the First Order? I hope so. I hope we are seeing right now the beginnings of the First Order. That would feel so good to me. To be like, yes, we're getting... Because that's what... I mean, they're the Aftermath books. I think it was Aftermath books, and there's a couple other books. I'm not too savvy on all the Star Wars books. I'm not. I'll just come out and say it. But there are some books that talk about the setup of the First Order. I want to say Catalyst was another one that talked about it too, or maybe I'm thinking something else. I know there was another. There was one that with Leia-centric. It's very Leia-centric. It's not Catalyst, because that was Rogue One. There was some Leia stuff there, but either way, there is one that is very Leia-centric that does talk about how the First Order started, but I want to see it on screen. I want to see it on screen, and I think this is a good opportunity to show us those little building blocks of the First Order. I like the sequels. I love the sequels. I love 2 out of 3 of the sequels. But they didn't do a great job of setting up a lot of that story. And I know there's comics and I know there's books. But to see it in live action for all of those people, much like myself, who may not have read every comic and every book, to see it in live action and have them further legitimize stuff like the First Order and make it be like, oh no, this makes sense now. Now we know why there's the First Order because we've seen it on screen. Having it further legitimized, canonized on screen would be a huge thing. And I think it could help some of the fandom that doesn't like the sequels maybe understand it a little bit better or come to grips with it or like it more. You know, I feel like there's some converts to be made in the fandom if they can pull this off and bring in stuff from the sequels that may not have landed with everybody and tie it into stuff that is landing with the majority of people like Mando. There's a good opportunity right here, and I would like to see them do that. Who's pulling Kane's string? Right. Do you think the child is Yoda's son? I don't think Yoda would be a bad dad like that. I think Yoda would have stuck around. You know, Yoda would have stuck around. Grogu, on the other hand, not so much. Where's Moff Gideon in all of this? That's the question. Where is Moff Gideon? Where the heck is he? Where the heck is he? There we go. Let me refresh my little thing here. Luthen said it best about doing whatever it takes and letting people die for the greater good. Yeah. Dude, Luthen's speech was amazing. Amazing. And I think, like, it was good timing. I think it was good timing on that, to get that then. And now we might see more of this New Republic stuff. I'm not sure Bo Katan is really converted and may still want to... Yeah, she definitely does. Come on, she definitely does. She definitely does. You think it's Bo, Rikaika, she just literally saw a religious icon and is probably very aware of the legends. Okay, that's a different angle of looking at it. That is a different angle of looking at it. She just saw something that she thought was fake. She, like, you know, it's a mythosaur. She's like, oh, that's fake. That's not real. She's been very cynical about this the whole time. And she just had it confirmed in front of her eyes. She just saw it. She's like, I thought this was all bull. I thought this was all bull. And not only did I see the mythosaur, but yeah, when they poured that water into the thing, it glowed and did something. Like, they knew. Maybe it's not all bull. Maybe there's something to this. So you could be right. Maybe Bo is maybe she did just completely snap in right then. That's possible. Very possible. Even if she doesn't tame the mythosaur, it just has to rise to herald the new age of Mandalore. Oh, is that right? Okay. I don't remember that exact verbiage or that specific wording of to rise, but all right, I'm open to it. Also, I think she's working for Palpatine, which means so was Moff. Would have been was working, because at this point Palpatine's dead. Dead by some, like, 5 years or so. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe 7 years. Because I don't know why the number 5 sticks, but I thought Mando season 1 took place about 5 years after Return of the Jedi. Like 5 or 6 years after Return of the Jedi is when Mandalorian season 1 takes place. I don't know why that number is in my head. Somebody confirm it or tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. But I do think it's 5 years. Something about that number seems right. And so with them saying or hinting or whatever in the interview that Favreau did recently about it being roughly 2 years, which give or take, right, of training after Mando and Grogu got separated, which again, I don't know how seriously we can take it, but still, let's just assume it's 7 years after the Empire was destroyed, which still seems like a long time. I don't know. Like 10 years after the fact, or 7, but I'm bumping it up to 10, like just to give the feel of a decade. I don't know. The guy controlling the flares shouldn't have left her in that room alone. I know, he really shouldn't have. But it was a Twi'lek, so give him some slack. Late response, changed my name. I've been subscribed, but I built my first Savis because oh, nice. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, what'd you build? What theme did you go with? What'd you go with? Agree, seeing the beginning of the First Order would be right. It would be Bloodline. Thank you. That is what I was thinking, Bloodline. I'm way far behind on this thing. Let me get caught up on this chat here. Patrick saying, oh, you got serious episode 3 vibes from last night's episode. Okay. Brent, I think Favreau said the show would lay solid foundations for the First Order. That's the move. That's the right move. They should do that, especially with something as popular as Mando. They should use this opportunity to further legitimize and tie up some of those loose ends at the beginning of the sequel trilogy, and really make some of those things make a little more sense. Because once that happens, and people will be like, "Oh, I get it." It doesn't feel as shoehorned in as some of the stuff might be. And again, I'm someone who, I love Force Awakens. I love Last Jedi. I like elements of Rise of Skywalker, but I wouldn't say I love it. Not by any stretch. But I like some parts of it. There's a lot I don't like on it. But as far as the first two, love them. I absolutely love those movies. But I gotta admit, it's not... There's some stuff in there that's like... Okay, we're stretching a little bit. We're stretching a little bit to get some of this stuff shoehorned in here. That's fine. But now's their opportunity to explain that stuff and make it make more sense and just make it more legit. And I think they're doing that. 5 to 7 years from Jedi to... See, that's what I was thinking too. 7 years is what Chris is saying. Hey, Chris, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Late in your neck of the woods, right? Very late. 5 years after Jedi's where it started. We apparently did a 2-year time. That's what I was thinking. Okay, about 7. Correct, about 5 years. All right. 7 ABY. All right, so we're all on the same page here. We are all on the same page. Palpatine's been gone for a minute. I mean, that's not a long time. That's a minute. Patrick, you and some friends are playing music at a local bar. See you next week. Yeah, see you next week, dude. Have fun. That sounds awesome. I think the Darksaber is rightfully Bo's because the cyborg thing on Mandalore. Yes. So I was saying this last night during the stream. Mando got it from Gideon, so it's Mando's. That cyborg beat Mando, so it's technically the cyborg's. Bo Katan took the cyborg, so it's technically Bo Katan's. So it was hers, and then Mando picked it up. You're right. I agree with that. All this talk of cloning, and we know Ahsoka's looking for Thrawn. Might they bring the cloning facility in Mount Tantus in play? They might. The only thing that, about that is they haven't been that on the nose with this stuff, right? We saw Mount Tantus at the end of Bad Batch Season 1, right? It was the very end of Bad Batch Season 1, or even beginning of this one, was it? Maybe? I think we saw a little bit in the beginning of Season 1 of beginning of Bad Batch Season 2, we saw a little bit of the Mount Tantus thing, but we haven't really touched on it since. Or was last week? I didn't really watch last week, so I don't know. But they haven't been that on the nose with this stuff. Would it be cool if they tied it all in? This show's doing something that's relevant to this show, and it all kind of makes sense. That would be really cool if they did that, and I think we, as a fandom, have been wanting that for a long time. But they don't typically do that. And I don't know why. It would feel very rewarding for all of us who watch this stuff regularly. I think we'd all feel pretty good about it if it happened. But I feel like they just don't do it. So that's the only reason I think they might not bring all of that into play is because their behavior is that the creators don't do that. They just haven't been doing it. I don't know. I would like it though. I would definitely like it. Tongs Day. Don't forget Tongs Day. No, I don't think there was a G. I think the Tauns. Tons. Maybe it was Tongs. It was Tongs. Tongs Day. Bendu Day. Okay. Tongs are a creature, native creature to Coruscant and to Mandalore. So there's Mandalorian reference in there, and they were like these warrior creatures, and so I don't know why. It didn't seem like it was a holiday the way he said like Tongs Days. Am I right? Or they both said it. That seems like it was just the name of a day. Someone on Twitter, I forget who it was suggesting that is that like how Thor is part of Thor's Day, which became Thursday later on down the road. Is that like, is Tongs Day just like one of their days of the week, which also the day before would Bendu Day have also been similar, like a, like is that their Sunday? Oh, someone is over. I heard the noise, but I didn't see the thingy thing. Where is it? Stream the stick. Where's the sticker? I'm not seeing a sticker. Where'd it go? I heard it. I heard someone slap a sticker on the screen, but I don't see it anywhere, and I don't know why. Oh, did I lock it? I think I locked it. That's why. There we go. Make it big. I don't know where the sticker went, but someone on Twitch, not Twitter, no, someone on Twitch slapped a sticker. I just don't see it on the screen, and I don't know why, but I heard it. I heard that thing slap. Oh, by the way, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitch, and we are on YouTube right now. So say hello, everybody. What's going on? Zach, what's up, dude? They had our dude Lore Santeco with no backstory, right? That's what I'm saying. Bring in those little nuggets of all these people. Give us more. Legitimize that stuff. Make it better. Benjamin, two things. One, I think Din needs to train with the Darksaber. I think so too. He definitely needs it. Then when Mando sees Bo Katan riding the Mythosaur, Mando's gonna kill Bo Katan and ride the Mythosaur himself. Oh, okay, a little. All right. Andor's tying together prequels and the original trilogy, and now Mando is going to do original trilogy. I mean, that's the move. If you've got a fandom that is somewhat fractured, sequels didn't land with everybody. How do you bring them in? How do we unite everybody and bring everybody into the fold a little bit more? You're not going to get everybody. You can't make people like stuff they don't like, and that's fine. But if you can make them maybe find a way to enjoy it a little bit more and make it all make a little more sense and click, I think that's the move. I think that's the right move. Zach, saw the notifications, missed everyone last night, was up late working. Hey, no worries. Glad you're here now. It's kind of nice to do this little recap afterwards because now we can go crazy and just do spoilers and go nuts. So technically this is the first time ever the Darksaber has been Bo's because Sabin just gave it to her. Bo definitely did not win that. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Sabine, gotcha. Sabine just gave it to her. That's true. That is true. She didn't win it that time. All right. Like Monday, exactly. Just like Mondays, am I right? Exactly. Wikipedia says it's the third day of the week. Is that Bendu Day or is that Tongs Day? I think Tongs Day. Bendu Day should be Wednesday since it's the one in the middle. Oh my goodness. Dude, you all of it. Yes, you get You win with that one. That's very good. Very good. It was super cool seeing a monument. That was really cool. That was really, really cool. Hit that button, y'all. Technically, it's 24. On my end, I'm seeing 24 likes, but there's 44 people in here. Can you guys do me a big favor? If you're enjoying this, hanging out, just click the little thumbs up button. It helps me quite a bit. It gets more people to see the stream on their feed if they're on YouTube. If you hit that little thumbs up button, more people see it and more people can join. And yeah, there you go. It's their Monday. Someone has a case of the thongs days. Yep. Facebook says this is a Micro Machine mega. Oh, that's funny, Micah. So that's a Meta Business Suite issue. Interesting. So in my software, all I do, because I'm using a software to stream to YouTube everywhere. That's so interesting. You know what? I got a second. Let me. Oh, you know what's funny though? Micah says you reacted to my video, Star Wars Mandalorian Chapter 19 Late Night Spoiler Discussion. Interesting. But on your end, it shows the Micro Machine thing. Huh. On my end, I'm looking at my text from that post. It's all correct. Very, very interesting. Huh. But I know what you're talking about, that archive stream, and I did set that up in Meta Business Suite, but I hate Meta Business Suite, so I never went back. And so it is kind of funny that it says Micro Machine Mega Thread. I'll have to look into that. What is my opinion on Gina Carano losing her role in the show? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's my opinion on it. I show 5 likes. If you refresh, it'll show you all. We got 38 now, and we got 42 people in the stream, so it works out. We're good. Ryan, what's up, dude? Mandalorian was a good episode, but I want more. I know. Mandalorian, more like Grogu has brought the fan. You know what? It is Grogu. It's a lot of Grogu. Micah over on Facebook loves seeing the everyday aspects of the New Republic and filling in stuff. That was really cool, and I liked how the room was very Star Cruiser-y. Like, there was a lot of Star Cruiser vibes in the Amnesty area, which I don't know about that, but I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But there was a lot of little things in those scenes. Whether the little drinks they were drinking reminded me of the cups that hold the blue yogurt at the breakfast on Star Cruiser, to the beds and the way everything was set up in that room. Very much Star Cruiser vibes. Yeah, I loved it. Do you think Grogu was trying to say, oh, this is the way? I think so. I rewatched it again a couple times, and the rhythm of what he gurgles out definitely has this is the way vibes to it. This is one of the favorite episodes because it felt so OG Star Wars. That dog fighting, oh, that was really good dog fighting. And we haven't had good dog fighting in a minute. There was that one, was there one or two? But there was at least one, the one with Luthen in Andor, where we got some really good dog fighting. Oh, episode 1 of Mandos season 3 with the pirates, we got some good dog fighting there. But this was good. This was really good. This is longer. I feel like this is much longer. That opening scene was like 10 minutes. And some of it, necessarily wasn't them in the ships, but still, it was a longer dogfighting scene. And we got to see TIE interceptors. We got to see TIE bombers. Yeah, it was the intro, and that was all before the title screen even showed up. Even my wife earlier, she got home from work and we were watching it, and we get to the title screen. She's like, "Oh damn, that was just the intro." Like, yeah, hell of an intro. I also wonder if Mandalore will ever be repopulated with the Mandalorians and the cities rebuilt. I don't know. There's been no mention of them in the sequels, but there's also been no need to mention them in the sequels. So I don't know. I think so. I think so. The pinned comment says it. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I don't know if I can change that. Let me see if I can drop that off the thingy thing. I would like to, because that's weird. Is there? Oh, I see the pinned comment. I see what you're saying. Can I unpin this thing? Unpin that comment. It's gone. That's so funny. It's pinned on there. Also got to go. Well, good to see you, Cody. Thanks for hanging out. Love the community. Glad you're a part of it. Yeah, you guys might get the YouTube commercials. It is a setup on the streaming end where they will insert ads randomly. If you sit through them, I always appreciate it. But if you want to skip them, that's fine too. That's definitely fine too. No worries. It's only like a penny. What about that, Teresa? What about those popsicles, Teresa? I don't know if you watched my live stream watch party last night, but I dropped an F word over those popsicles last night. I got so excited over them. I dropped an F-bomb over those things. Real talk. A Mando diet seems like things in bowls or on a stick, so easier not to remove the helmet. That's a good point. It's like Mandalorian stew. They can like sip underneath the helmet. Pog soup, right? Was it pog soup? Yeah. Mudhorn saying it's nice to do these recaps. Hopefully we can do this every Wednesday. is this something y'all are into? Should we maybe look at doing this instead? So I liked the earlier streams because we get a little bit more people and it gets a little crazier and weirder early in the day. But if y'all are here for it and you want to do this on the regular Wednesday night, I'm open to it. I'm usually up anyways. I'm open to it. The politics was very much like the prequels. The opera building looked really cool. I liked all of that and all the the rich people fawning over Dr. Pershing. That whole thing of the rich guy was like, I almost enlisted myself, and his wife was like, oh honey, that was the Empire. He's like, oh, Empire, Resistance, First Order. He's like, doesn't matter. It's all the same to me. I was like, oh, this is too real. This all is too real. It was. That whole thing was uncomfortably real to see. I was like, oh my goodness, it was too much. Yeah, but they didn't have lightsabers pop out of the side of their ship. No, they didn't. They didn't in that dogfighting scene. That would have been cool if they did. How'd they know they were at the planet? Are we talking about the Empire showing up? I don't know. And I think that's what we're supposed to be questioning. I think you're asking the right question, Jay Shaw. I think we're all supposed to be asking that question. How did the Empire know where Bo was? How do they know about her place? And why were they there? There's something to that. We'll find out later, I think. Rey's father was Strandcast engineered AB-12, ABY-12, but was found to not have much connection with the Force. Snoke was formed the same way. Are they both clone-ish things? I think maybe... Oh, no, go back. Elia Kane is working with the creator. Okay. All right. Wanted to punch those rich schmucks. Dude, that scene was so funny. It was awkwardly uncomfortable. I was like, oh boy. I've run into these people. I know them. I think no, I didn't mean to put that one on. I think they should have Luke Skywalker helping Mandalorian. Okay, yeah, maybe. I'm okay if we don't have Luke. I'm okay if we don't see Luke anymore. Okay, now I want to get to Crystal Kyber. I like the name. First time here, excited to hear everyone's thoughts. Well, welcome, Crystal. Welcome. Good to see you here. All right, it's possible Empire remnants monitored traffic in the Mandalore system. You know what? That would make sense. But why though? But why? I'm with you. It is possible that they would be monitoring traffic to Mandalore. But I wonder why. Hey, Ryan, what's up? Hey, just finished the episode. What'd you think? There's a lot, right? There's a heavy episode. There was a lot going on. It was a nice little Bo Katan and Mandos sandwich with a little bit of Dr. Pershing beef in the middle. Oh, it was so good. There were so many little... I don't even want to call them Easter eggs because it wasn't Easter eggs, but little... just nuggets. Little cool nuggets of things here and there. Because the popsicles or whatever, those weren't... We don't even know if they were cold. They could have just been lollipops. But they weren't... That wasn't a nod to anything. That was just cool. The travel biscuits. That was just cool. All that little stuff. The music at the carnival. Them playing a carnival version of the Mando theme in the background. Did you guys catch that? Last night I mentioned it during the stream. But did you guys catch that? It was the Mando theme. Which is weird. Why would they be playing the Mando theme out loud in public? Maybe they weren't. Maybe that was just for us, the audience. I don't know. Aggie Mara. Elia can also spell Leia. Dun, dun, dun. I think that's a stretch. But you're right. It can. You're absolutely right. Those letters do rearrange into that word. I don't think it's related at all, but that is a good catch. That is a very good catch. Galen, I think they're trying to explain how Palpatine was alive. Do that. They need to do that. I need more than somehow Palpatine returned. Or the dead speak. I need more than that. I need the explanation. Give it to me, please. If he was dead then, how did he come back to be? Yes. I want to know. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. They destroyed Mandalore because they couldn't convert them and because the Beskar mines made them a threat. So you think they're watching? They're just making sure no remnants come back? Pretty good. 2 different episodes sandwiched together. Yep, exactly. Love seeing the Star Wars. You know what, Crystal? We're in the same. We're of the same mind on that one. Seeing all the Star Wars food and drinks is always what gets me every single time. Maybe the Empire knew about the Mythosaur under the mines. Maybe there was something that Bo Katan said, like maybe the bombing dislodged or seismic activity. There was some phrasing she said in the episode that made it seem like the depths weren't there before, and they were because of the mining, which in my head made me think, hey, whoa, that is gigantic. Hello. that is huge. Thank you for dancing on my face and following over on Twitch. Let's make that a little smaller and put that back in the corner. That's better. I didn't realize it was going to be like everywhere. But there was something she said about seismic activity that made me think that the Mythosaur wasn't seen before because it was probably hidden somewhere else underneath all of it. And the bombing dislodged it, creating those depths, freeing the Mythosaur. So it's like the Mythosaur was always real, but it was hidden until the Empire's bombing opened that up. You know what I'm saying? I think that was it. Taxi driver droid was an old Ralph McQuarrie droid. Nice. I did not catch that. I didn't catch that, but I love that. Of course they would do that. It makes sense. Let's see here. Empire is just as much... Great Wolf over on Twitch. Empire is just as much a fan of Mandalorians as they are Millennium Falcon. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, right? Will Disney sell the travel biscuits? May the 4th, Batu West. I'm telling you right now, May the 4th, Batu West, they're going to be like, here at the popcorn stand, we've got travel biscuits. Yellow ones, red ones, and blue ones. Just $60. You know how they do. You know how they do. We definitely need those popsicles at Black Spire. Yup. Hey, Breaking 407, thanks for watching on Twitch. If you have the ability to slap a sticker, if you see that, do it, please. I want to see if it works. I don't know why it's not... something on here is not quite working the way I wanted it to. So if you guys can slap stickers over on Twitch, try it. I want to see what happens. Oh, see, I heard it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Where could it be? Where is it? I shouldn't be able to hear it unless... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I can't see it. It's so strange. I'm going to have to recalibrate that and reset that up. But, oh well. Oh well. If a Star Destroyer is the size of a small city, the Mythosaur's got to be huge. It's got to be massive. It has to be massive. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Oh, man. Rikaika, too bad I can't go to Celebration. Totally make travel biscuits for swag trading. Oh my goodness, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. You'll be at Batu West on the 4th. I think there will be a handful of people in the crowd tonight, in the audience watching, who will also be at Batu West on the 4th. So y'all should hang out. You love... Oh, this is a jacket. This is a Galaxy's Edge Batu West Resistance Outpost jacket. They no longer sell this. This is old school. I'm like, can I turn around? Can I turn around and show you? It's got a big old resist on the back. It's yeah, no, I love this jacket. I never wear it, but I love this jacket. And it's got like an awkward, like the zipper. I don't know if you can see, but it cuts diagonal, like down, instead of like straight. This would be straight, right? That'd be straight down the middle. It cuts like to the side, and so it zips weird too. It's like a very weird shaped, very Star Warsy, very Swarzy jacket. I like it. I never get to wear it, so I was like, let me put on something. I was almost going to put on the Bail Organa security aid officer jacket from Star Cruiser, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to put that whole thing on tonight. Not tonight. But thank you. Okay, we'll be giving away bounties, so look out for a post in the Batu Bounty Hunt group. Nice, and I'll be sure to share it in the Galaxy's Edge group too. Sounds good. Jacket was one of the first things you bought on Batu, right? It's a good jacket. I like this. I just don't like. I can't wear this one every day. The brown one from Resistance Supply with the stripes down the arm. I can wear that out in public, and I'll feel like this is fine. This is just whatever. This one is a little more Swarzy than like for public. Like I wouldn't, if me and my wife want to go out to dinner, I'm not gonna wear this. I might wear the brown one and be like, whatever. This one I'd be like, I'm not gonna wear my weird Star Wars stuff out, like out. Unless I had something cool to go with it that I felt better about. But like, this is a little too costumey, but I do like it a lot. Exactly, the proton bombs that hit all of Mandalore went to the depths of the mines, caused them to sort of come up to the surface, just like Zillo Beast, which is also thought to be extinct. Yeah. Still looking for a nice red jacket. I look good. Oh, I don't have any red jacket. I've got a green one, a brown one, a white one. I got a first order jacket. How about that? Must be an hour or two before you head to Ballast. Oh, now you guys are hanging out and going to Ballast Point? What? I'm missing out on you buying around? Oh, man. No, I didn't get the brown ones at East for a while. Oh, interesting. You know what? I want that orange one. I want the old orange one. All right, friendos, where are we at here? We are... Okay, cool. We've been on about 50 minutes already. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, I want to know thoughts, theories, questions, whatever you want. If you want to see Baby Yongus, you know how to get him to show up. Oh boy. That guy. Has no one thought that Palpatine faked his death? He does have powers others don't have. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't think he faked his death. He could have. I don't think they would go that route. I mean, like, we saw him fall into that shaft for a million hours, shooting lightning everywhere. I don't think that old man would have survived that. Powerful in the Force as he was, I still don't think, he could have used the Force and pulled himself closer to one of the cylinders and grabbed on. I think he definitely died. It seems like he definitely died. This season feels like a giant religious epic. Kind of does, huh? Rebirth of Mandalore, rise of their mythical symbol from the depths, and the faithful reclaiming of their homeland. Yeah. Jason grabbed just the tiny tacos, because why not? Oh, bring the tacos. Tiny tacos. Ah, gotcha. You got a bucket of tiny tacos for that man. Nice. Now, I have a theory. Boba Fett will be called in to learn how to tame a large beast like the Rancor. Dahi, I like that a lot. I do think we're going to see Boba Fett soon. I feel like we should see Boba Fett soon. Again, like, keep bringing in the tools. Keep bringing in, pull from your toy box. Bring in more, I like when they do that. In Legends lore, he left his body and went into a clone. That's right, he did. And you see that clone in Battlefront 2, the like newest Battlefront 2, not the one for original Xbox and PS3, but the one for newer systems. In the campaign, you see that clone Palpatine. You see it. It's kind of cool to see it. I think the facility in Bad Batch and where the clone story is going is where he will connect. All right. You talking about the jackets made me think of the denim one. The kid version had a job. Oh yeah. I took that patch from that. It's actually, that's the back patch right here that I'm highlighting with my finger. I bought the kid's jacket, cut off the back patch, and threw it on that vest. And I have the kid's jacket in the closet right over here. It wasn't denim, it was green. It was actually very similar to this. But it had Max Rebo. It's a Max Rebo band patch on the back. How long till Bo Katan takes her helmet off and says this is not the way? Not until she has that Darksaber in her hand. Not until she's sure. Do you think we'll get Mon Mothma? I hadn't thought about that, Crystal. I hadn't thought about that at all. No. I don't think we will. I would love it if we did. I'd freak out and be like, what? But I think that's a little too fan servicey. I think that's a little too much of a like, oh look, see, it's Mon. It's like a little too look what we can do kind of thing. It's a little too on the nose. Too on the nose. Sometimes I want them to be more on the nose, but in this case that would be too on the nose. It would be cool to see Mon Mothma because she's still around. Post Return of the Jedi, I mean, she didn't die in Return of the Jedi as far as we know, right? She's still around. And we have a great actor that plays Mon Mothma. It's possible. I don't think we will, though. It would be cool. I'd like it. Palpatine figured out how to transfer his essence when his body died in the fall. Yeah, I'm sure he knew. If Qui-Gon had figured it out and had taught Yoda, and he taught Obi-Wan, and so on, and so, like, if they, and even if Anakin or Vader knew how to do it, right? Anakin knew how to become one with the Force. He became a Force ghost at the end of Return of the Jedi. Who taught him? I don't know. But if that's the case, then it's safe to assume that Palpatine also figured out how to transfer his essence. That's definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Leia stayed alive after being blown out in space and brought herself back into the ship. Why couldn't Palpatine have done that? Absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. I just don't know. I don't know. Somehow, Palpatine returned. I feel like they've already put enough into the cloning thing that they're just gonna like stick that. They got to stick the landing on that. Can Chewie meet Mando / Grogu? Technically, he could. Right? I mean, technically, so could Rey-ish. I don't know, because we don't know what happens to Mando and Grogu after so long. I don't know. Maybe. It's Super Chaps. Yeah. Oh, you want to bring out the yeah, it's the Super Chaps bring out little baby Yongus. I want to see one of these series on how Chewie and Han lost the Falcon. Oh, I know. From the Duquesne boys. Was it Duquesne? There's, in the Smuggler's Guide, there's actually a brief breakdown of how it changed hands. It's a brief breakdown. It's like a paragraph, but it's in there. I thought for Bo, she was in Death Watch, and they resisted change from the old ways. Having her go deeper into the Orthodox Mando creed actually works. She failed because she wasn't worthy yet. Yeah, makes sense. Mugiwara Prince, they did set up a dark side power of immortality in his talk with Anakin. True. It's possible that's part of it. Yeah. Rey hasn't been born quite yet in the time. In the Mando Grogu timeline, yes. But what I'm saying is, if we also don't know how Grogu ages, so it's possible if they meet that. So yes, to answer your first part, Chewie absolutely, because he's been there through it all. So yes, they technically could, I guess. I don't know if they will, but they technically could, and it wouldn't break anything. But Rey possibly could too, if it meant that in that moment, the Mando we're looking at and the Grogu we're looking at are some 20 years older or whatever, like 25 years older. So it's possible if they were older to meet Rey's age, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because Grogu ages very slowly. I don't know. Paz Vizsla seemed angry under that. Oh, he just seemed very angry. Do you think he may betray his clan or at least attack Din and Bo? He is quite the ornery cuss, isn't he? To use an old Western phrase. Yeah, he's going to be a problem. Paz Vizsla's going to be... He's going to find a way to be a problem, I think. And they're setting that up. They're showing little glimpses of that. I bet when Bo Katan takes power, either him, and he's been oppositionary this whole time, right? He's been helpful to Din, but also he's been like big puffy chest, you listen here kind of guy. So I don't know. He's going to be a problem. There's going to be a fight with him again at some point. Palpatine's body after falling down the shaft would have had to also survive the... Great point. Big explosion. We still need to see X-Wing pilot Mr. Kim's... Yes, Paul Sun Hyung Lee. We need to see him. Have you guys watched Kim's Convenience? That show's so good. So maybe another episode on Coruscant? That would be cool. I'm in for it. Paz really wants that saber. Yeah? Do you think it's possible that Palpy didn't actually plan for his cloning rebirth? The Sith cultist brought him back, so he was opportunistic enough to claim it? To claim it was all his plan? Maybe. Yeah, it's possible. He'd be like, no, I planned all this all along. Meanwhile, his weird... So I want to know more about those Sith cultists. Rise of Skywalker. There's a whole arena. Who the heck are they? Have they just been hanging out on Exegol this whole time? Give me little nuggets. I want little nuggets of all of that stuff. Make it make more sense. Make me look back on Rise of Skywalker and be like, oh, okay, all right. Make me do that with Rise of Skywalker, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, obviously. But if you can make me like look at that, the one part of Star Wars that I like that just didn't work on me, if you can turn me around on that, that is like the ultimate success. That's such a like success. And I think there's a possibility they could do it. Paz might be hangry, he just needs a Snickers. That's it. He just needs a Snickers. Did he seem genuinely surprised when he started to regenerate due to the dyad? So maybe he didn't have a full plan. Oh, he's like, oh, he pulled a little Anakin as a kid. It's working. I mean, Palpatine acted Operation Cinder to destroy everything. Why would he, if he planned to return? But as Operation Cinder, specifically from Battlefront 2, right? He was as a clone. His essence was in that clone body robot thing, whatever it was. I don't know. Based on Pat's family tree, they tend to have their own agenda in the end of the day. He knows his family history, and he's not done pursuing power. Yeah, he's coming back for something. Youngest has all the... Yeah, Youngest does have all the nuggets. He absolutely does. Oh, okay. Draco's heading out. You calling it a night? You calling it a night already? Let's see here. I think I'm ready to call it a night in about 5 minutes. How about that? That way I will have done an hour. I started at 10:50. We end at 11:50. Not up super late. But guys, I want to know, you got 5 more minutes to fire in your thoughts, your theories, your questions. If you want to see Baby Youngest, he loves the Super Chaps. Filoni/Favreau are most likely tasked to link it all and make... Yeah. If any... I agree, Rigo. I agree. Also, nice to see you here. You're not a familiar face yet, so good to see you. Let's see here. Galen. The cultists were there, but not there. They died when Palpatine died because he kept himself alive by sucking the life out of them using the Force. Gave Rey part of her life to fix the... Okay. SoCal Jerry, you're out. It's cool. I'm almost out too. It's just about time. Star Wars Documented, welcome. You got here late. We're about to end the stream in a couple minutes, but guys, if you have any more thoughts on tonight's episode of Star Wars The Mandalorian, you got a couple more minutes to fire them in, because man, that was a good episode. The Mando Bo Katan sandwich. Do I leave her with the helmet off, or do I block my face, or do I put the helmet back on? Because technically now she's got to have the helmet on. You think we're gonna get a... This is literally what Favreau and Filoni did. They were sitting there in the writers' room like, well, what if Bo Katan and the armorer... Do you think they're gonna fight? What would the armorer use other than her hammer and this chisel thing, like, or the little, I don't know what you call forceps to grab stuff? Like, what would she use? Bo Katan, I'm assuming, the next time we see her fight, or if she fights the armorer, is going to be with a darksaber in hand. I'm just keeping those next to me on my desk here, just in case I can freak out when it happens. Helmet on? You think I'd put the helmet back on? Helmet on. Okay, yeah, everyone's like, helmet on. Sugar wafers is what I was thinking of for travel biscuits. All right. Star Wars Documented. It's a bit strange episode, but it was nice to see what happened to that doctor, and we got a bit insight into the New Republic, so I enjoyed... Yeah, I liked that. I like seeing that a lot. Katie Sackhoff said episode 5 is her favorite. What? And so last night was 3. Okay. We'll finally get to see who saves Grogu thing next week. You think that's it? Just enjoying the stream? Fair enough, Jay Shaw. Rick, I think we need it on for now, and man, I sure want to see House Ren pop up. Will we get Sabine? You got to put it in the waters first before I put her helmet. You're right. I do. What is Bo gonna do with the information in the midst of that? What is she gonna do? She's gonna pull something. Okay, let's end it with my predictions for the next episode. I said this earlier in the stream, or in a stream earlier today, rather. In the trailer, We saw that scene of the Mandos dropping in. It's like a scene from above, and they like drop out of a ship and they drop down. And then there's also a scene of a bunch of Mandos walking through Navarro. I think we're gonna change course a little bit next week, and Vane, because it'll be episode 4. We haven't seen these pirates since episode 1, but I think tomorrow night's gonna be, or not tomorrow, but next week's gonna be a pirate. We're gonna see a return of Vane and Gorian Shard. That's my guess, and they're gonna be mad, and they're gonna go after Grief Karga on Navarro, and Din Djarin's gonna hear about it, and he's gonna show up with his new family, the Mandalorian covert, and they're all going to show up and roll deep on Navarro and give those pirates what for. That's what I think is going to happen. That is my guess for next week. That is my guess for next week. I think that's going to be it. Let's see here. Oh, what is that? What just happened? What just happened?
You know what happened? Look at me, I'm just here ready to party even though it's not even next week yet. But Sean M just donated a $1.99 in galactic credits. He said some money towards those travel biscuits for youngest. I don't think I've ever had travel biscuits. You think they go good with mayonnaise? That sounds delicious, biscuits and mayonnaise. I like eating weird foods, but thank you so much for your super chaps.
Baby Youngest. Why? Why would he put... Baby Youngest. I'm done with him and his weird food combos. I'm not making that for real. That's not really happening. For travel biscuits, I'd like sandwich. You want mayonnaise in it? Youngest wants you to try it with mayonnaise in it. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Thank you for that super chat. And I'm sorry you had to see him like that. Shut him. I don't know. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff. He's a weird dude. Have you seen the making of season 2? I think director Jeff filming. Oh, Robert Rodriguez filming his kids in action figures to show Favreau how he wanted to. Yeah. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, but no, Baby Youngest, he's got weird taste. Pizza with lime, tiny tacos. Travel biscuits with mayonnaise. He's a weird dude. All right, friendos, it is 11:50. I've been live for an hour. This was a good, fun talk tonight, but I think I'm going to end it. Now I'm going to put mayo on some Thin Mints and tell people it's frosting. Oh no, Brett, everybody got a commercial right when Youngest showed up. Oh no. The mayo DeLorean. Yeah, dude, try it. You know what? I tried it. And what did he say? He said, pit it on Buongiorno. If you have like a home oven pizza and you put a little lime juice on a pepperoni pizza, it's delicious. I tried it and it was good. He was right. Baby Youngest was right. It's a weird thing, but lime juice on a home like oven pizza, it's weird. Don't. I don't know where he came up with it, but it's actually delicious. I vouch for it personally. I vouch for it. But I don't think I'm going to try travel biscuits and mayo. That's a little too far-fetched for me. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you for dropping the super chats, myself and little tiny, sweet, delicate, precious Baby Youngest. Appreciate that. I think his name's getting longer every time. I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, it's good night, but not goodbye. See you later.